Okay, this video is about the oasis belief and bondage. Okay, anytime you enter into a covenant with someone and there's no way out of a covenant, then that covenant is considered bondage. And the person who allows you into that covenant of bondage can be considered a slave owner. Because if you cannot make the decision to leave that covenant or change your mind, then it becomes bondage. It becomes basically slavery. And see, true love requires true choice and the freedom to choose it. Okay, let's say if you fell in love with someone and maybe it's a law or something other that you could not never love anyone else. I mean, that would be a bondage into love. If you were to marry someone and let's say you could never divorce them, and if they started verbally and physically abuse you and you couldn't leave them, that would be a bondage, and you would be bound to whatever they wanted to do to you. We see that's what the oasis does with the covenant of salvation concerning God. They make salvation a bondage issue. Also, this works like the excuse me, the cults do. See, when you get into a cult, they use um, tactics that more or less tell you if you leave them, they're going to do all these things to you and these curses that they're going to pray over you, and you're going to be in all this trouble and all. And the Masons is a fine example of this. They got these curses that you swear to that you will never reveal the secrets um, of their religion, and these curses are the spearing of the eyeballs, the flaying of the feet, and the cutting of the throat. That what it is, you'll feel these things. Um, Also, the Oasis doctrine makes God into a puppet master and makes us the puppet. Um, this is because we cannot get out of the covenant, so therefore God has total control over us, and there's nothing we can do about it. In a way, the Oasis is on the borderline of predestination, because when you enter into the Oasis covenant, you are now predestined for heaven. Which that's the reason why the Oasis doctrine is a major foundation to Calvinism, because that's what Calvinism is totally based on, is predestination. Predestination is where they use the verses in the Bible that said God knew you before you were born, meaning basically that when you're born, you're either predestined for heaven or you're predestined for hell, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's the reason why the Oasis doctrine fits into that cult belief so well, and it just once again proves why the Oasis belief is wrong. What is the true Word of God, the literal truth? You cannot take and make it support something that is evil. It's just because it's so true and so pure that it cannot be made in its taken in its original form, in its original wording, and you can't make it support something that is evil. Oasis you could take and you can put it in Calvinism in its original form. They don't even change it, and it supports their belief of predestination. that God is basically a puppet master and we are all puppets. In other words, if you've seen that movie The Matrix, where everybody's trying to fight for their freedom from the machine that's controlling everybody's lives and their mind and all that other stuff, that's basically what Oasis makes God into. It makes God into a matrix machine controlling everybody's life, no choice. So even the sinner becomes controlled. The unsaved sinner becomes controlled by God as well as the saved person. Now, that means that God makes people do evil and makes people do good. And that doesn't make any sense either if God is supposed to be pure, righteous, and holy. So that's all I got to say about that one. And there'll be more videos coming out on the Oasis doctrine and why it's wrong. Thank you.